Hi, good evening. We are live.
Yes, you're
Hi,
live.
good evening, Cayman. We are here tonight protesting against the visit of the Cuban consulate of the consulate of the Cuban embassy in Jamaica, and one of the representative of the Minister of Internal Affairs. These people are representing the Canel Castro dictatorship, and we are gathering here today in front of Captain Alice Road, where a meeting was scheduled with the Cuban community. We are here protesting against that meeting because these people don't represent us. This Castro Canel dictatorship people do not represent the free Cuban people here in the Cayman Islands. And we are protesting against them. And we are asking our government to please stop allowing these people to come here to Cayman and start spreading the communist brainwashing speeches. We don't want to listen to them. They don't represent us. And we just want them to be restricted from walking up and down Cayman as they can, because no one in Cuba can do that. No government representative of anywhere in the world can go to Cuba today and meet with the mothers of the people that have been jailed since 2 years ago because they were doing the very same thing we are doing today. We want the people of Cayman also to support us by not traveling to Cuba. Don't travel to Cuba, because when you travel to Cuba, you are supporting these people. We would like to know what they want, what they have to say. What is it that they have to say to us? These people that cannot even provide electricity, the most little dignity for the Cuban people today. They have no food, they have no water, they have no electricity. What they have to come here to talk about? What we have to learn from them? Nothing. They need to go. They need to free a political prisoner. We have more than 1,200 people incarcerated today. Oppression and repression has, since the 11th of July 2021, has escalated. They need to stop coming here preaching, and we need to make sure that we protect also the asylum seekers. We have people here with valid asylum seekers applications that are fleeing Cuba, running away from them. We have a right to protect these people, and we cannot allow these people that represent the Canel Castro dictatorship to come here and walk up and down like they can. So we are here today in front of, we couldn't go into McKeeva Bush Street because it's a private road and we don't want to be in violation of anybody's property, but we are here to let them know that we are not going to meet with them. They need to stop this communist brainwashing. They have nothing to say to us. They have nothing to say to us. So that's basically what and we are asking Cayman to support us by not traveling to Cuba. Don't travel to Cuba. When you travel to Cuba, you are supporting this dictatorship and you are funding them so they can continue oppressing the Cuban people. We have seen the biggest exodus of Cubans in years. Nobody has ever seen so many people traveling by sea, traveling by earth. The whole entire South America have been walked by my people, fleeing this dictatorship. We have seen so many Cubans arriving here on boats, fleeing that dictatorship. So please help us with that. And Cayman government, I understand that you guys want to talk to them. We understand that this is something that is being done and it's been going on for years, but you have to also understand that these people do not represent us. These people do not represent us. And we would like for them to leave and leave Cuba alone so we can prosper and we don't have to leave our country again seeking for a better life and better opportunity just because they are there for 63 years, ruin a beautiful island. So please, Cayman, don't travel to Cuba. And please Cayman Island government restrain these people. If they come here to talk to you guys, don't allow them to walk up and down like they can, trying to meet with us. We don't want to meet with them. We don't want to meet with them. We don't want to see them again. After all they have done, after all the people that we have incarcerated for doing this, the very same thing we are doing today, exercising our right to protest. So that's all we
Can
have to
you
do.
can you explain to the people who these officials are that were coming or that are here?
We the only thing that we know, based on a text message that the consul of the Cuban embassy sent, is that the embassy official plus one of the one gentleman from the Minister of International Affairs, an institution called MIMREX. So these people don't represent us. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that they came here on an official visit. They came here to talk to the governor or to the government of the Cayman Islands. But the fact that they are coming here saying that they want to talk to us as well and they wanted to meet with us, even though last minute they sent a message saying that the meeting was canceled, very convenient. We still wanted to come and show up to protest.
Mm-hmm.
The very intention of them trying to meet up with us. It has been a custom for us, for here in the Cayman Island. It's a little bit of our fault too, because for years we have been sitting with them, we have been throwing a party every time these people come here, but enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Enough is enough. After the
Right.
way they are treating us, enough is enough.
So your position basically is that these people are part of the Cuban government, which you say, everybody knows that they're a communist government, and their actions continue to force people to flee Cuba. And like you said, it's the highest numbers in probably like 4 decades that are having to leave right now.
That is correct, because of the oppression, because of the living condition, because of the hunger, because of everything that is been going on in Cuba. And Sandra, they always blaming this embargo for being the cause of all our crisis. But I'm telling you
Mm-hmm.
one thing. You know how the embargo can be lifted? With three
Mm-hmm.
things: free our political prisoners,
Mm-hmm.
free press, and free elections. That's all it takes,
Mm-hmm.
If they really, really love our people, and if that
Mm-hmm.
was really, really important for them,
Mm-hmm.
they would have done these three things.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes to lift that embargo that they claim say is the cause of all our problems and all our economic problem, which is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
We have spent for years our money funding wars, funding problems, creating problems and situations all over South America, Africa, even in the Caribbean. This is why we
Mm-hmm.
had no money. Cuba is allowed to trade with everybody in the world. We don't have no blockade because there is no ships. There is no American ships surrounding our water lines, not allowing nothing to come and go. So that speech is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing that is happening in Cuba is what has happened all over the world, wherever they have tried to implement communism. It fails. It fails because communism thrives in one thing: they take away your freedom to give
Mm-hmm.
you what they call as your security. Which security?
Mm-hmm.
They say they're gonna give you a good economy. That's a lie. We are dying of hunger. They said they was gonna give us first class healthcare. That's a lie. You can go to Cuba and see the states of our healthcare facility. They said they was gonna give us the best education ever. That's a lie. You can see that our
Mm-hmm.
doctors today, a
Mm-hmm.
taxi driver made more money than a doctor, and our doctors have been a slave all over the world, and that has
Wow.
been proven.
And do you
It's
have
just a
when they
lie.
come to meet you, do you know what exactly they were meeting about?
They're just meeting to brainwash these people. Just come here, to fill up their bellies. That's all they
Oh.
want. They just want here for us to cook for them, to give us a little speech, about how
Mhm.
great communism is, and then to sit down and drink and eat with us. That's what they've been doing all this year. No more.
Mm.
That's it. No more.
So
We
they were
can't
actually
allow them to
supposed
do that
to.
anymore because look at how they're treating us.
Uh-huh. And I understand that they're supposed to be meeting at the house of the MP for West Bay, Mr. McKeeva Bush. Why were they meeting at his house?
Because that's normally where they will go when they
Oh,
come
okay,
here. That's normally where these meetings will be held when they come here at
I
his
see.
house, so they can have a big party
Mm,
at the end of the little sorry speech.
mm-hmm,
But we need to control these people. We need to control these people. It has been evidence everywhere these people have gone, and they can just go freely and unattended to just walk up and down and go give speeches at the universities and everything. Look at the state of South America today. Look at the state of Central America today, thanks to them. Look at the communist dictatorship that we have in Venezuela and Nicaragua. That was us. We
mm-hmm,
did that to these people because they believe in us. They believe on them. And look at what happened.
mm-hmm,
Look at all the communist governments that we have right now in South America. Look at what's happening in Mexico. Look at what's happening in Colombia today. Look at what's happening in Brazil. If we continue to allow these people to come here with the communist foolishness, we might turn up like them.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Wow.
They need to stop. They need to be supervised, and we need to protect the asylum seekers too. These people are running from them. We don't know these people's agenda. We don't know who they are. They could be telling us they
Mm-hmm,
are this and that, and they could be anybody.
mm-hmm,
These people
mm-hmm,
are terrorists. Canel was in Moscow 2 weeks ago and showing his support for Putin and the war in Ukraine. And for doing that, what he got? A statue of Fidel.
mm-hmm,
Everybody saw that. It was on the news. Why are we allowing these people to be here walking up and down like they can?
mm-hmm,
These terrorists, these are no good people.
mm-hmm. So I think some of the people watching are just trying to understand, what the protest is about and why you guys are doing this. So basically, just to make sure we're clear on what your position is, you're saying that the Cuban officials are coming here, and you don't think that they have the best intentions for the people, both in Cuba and abroad, the Cuban nationals that live abroad.
Sandra, if they had the best intention for the Cuban people uh,
Hmm.
in here and abroad, they would have we would have been happy and go lucky and having the best time in Cuba. Don't you think? If these people had our best interest, we wouldn't be in the situation we are.
Hmm.
They don't have our best intention. These people are users and abusers. They just come here to use us because that's what they've been doing all these years. They come, we cook for them, we party with them, and that
Hmm.
is over. Not after what we had seen, all the things that they had seen, that they have been done. They represent the dictatorship of Canel, and we are not supporting them anymore. It's
Hmm.
over. It's
Okay,
over.
folks. So, peaceful protests happening in West Bay this evening. Some people here in agreement. They say she's speaking the truth. 100% agree with her, says Michelle, Rashawn. Andrea is saying, why protesting at his house? So I think they're not actually at his house, Andrea, but they're in on a road close by to basically, because that's where the I guess dignitaries were going to be meeting. Is it possible that they're coming to try to speak? I mean, he's not part of the official government, so I don't know that this would make any sense, but have they talked about the repatriation situation and how they will, help Cubans get back to their country? Do you know if they discuss any of those things ever?
I don't know. We believe that that's probably one of the reasons they are here.
Mhm.
And even though this is a very difficult topic, it is a difficult topic because it's affecting us as Caymanians,
Mhm.
but it's also affecting us as Cubans.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so when it comes to that, I have mixed feelings because I know that those people don't represent those free men that have reached here looking for refuge and for asylum.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they do not represent those guys. Those mans, when they got here as free men. That's why they left.
Right.
And uh, this 1st of December, they approve a new criminal law that is going to be so problematic for these guys if they were sent back. That we have to also
Mm-hmm.
have all of that into consideration. They have now passed a criminal law that is going to silence our people for good. People are going to be facing jail time for a post on Facebook. They just want to silence us completely. They are going to face jail time for fleeing our countries. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to now take into consideration all these things.
Mm-hmm.
The people from Amnesty International are talking about that already and how hard it's going to be 2023 for Cubans living in the island. They are doing
Mm-hmm.
everything, and it's known for years that they are using their laws to silence us.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have to take all of that into consideration. Those men that are here representing Canel don't represent us.
Mm-hmm.
They don't represent us.
Mm-hmm. So what would you maybe they're listening to the protest this evening. What would you like to say to those men?
I would like to say to them to find it in their heart
Mm-hmm.
to see if they can change something in that country they came here representing, on that dictatorship that they came here. They have the power, Sandra, to change things if they can.
Mm-hmm.
But they are so caught up in their foolishness that they have no time to think about what is happening with the Cuban people. They so caught up in this enemy that we have, and that we have to do this and we have to do that. But I mean, they are asking for the Cuban people so much sacrifice that they are not doing. They asking
Mm-hmm.
us to sacrifice, but they are not sacrificing anything. I would like to tell them to stop killing our
Mm-hmm.
people. I would like to tell them to free our political prisoners. I would like to say to them to let go all those young people. The best men of Cuba and the best women of Cuba are in jail right now. Are sitting
Mm-hmm.
in jail right now. The best Cuban and women and men are sitting in jail right now.
Mm-hmm. Very sad.
And the
And
and the change has to come from there.
yeah.
The change has to come from within that island. and
Mm-hmm.
and, and it can start from them. They
Mm-hmm.
are diplomats. They get to come here and they get to see what Cubans here have accomplished. They get to see how we live and how we can thrive. Why they don't wish the same thing for them, Cuba?
Mm-hmm.
They should come here and learn from us instead of trying to brainwash us.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what the signs are saying that you have there. We can't just hold up the camera a little bit so
Okay,
we can see the signs. Yeah.
so this one here is saying
Uh-huh.
no dialogues with the dictatorship. Basically, no diálogo con la dictadura. Oops,
Mm-hmm.
you can see it. Quita el pie. Okay, this one is saying no to a dialogue with the dictatorship. We are not talking to them. We never had no intention to talk to them today. We were going to be
Mm-hmm.
here silent. This
Mm-hmm.
is Patria y Vida. The slogan in Cuba
Mm-hmm.
is motherland and dead. We are saying motherland and life. This one
Mm-hmm.
is saying, this one is in English, no more communist brainwashing. They need to stop.
Mm-hmm.
This other one is saying, stop the violence in Cuba. Cuban dictatorship, stop the violence.
Mm-hmm.
This one is saying SOS Cuba and freedom to all our political prisoners and motherland and life again. Now, this one here is saying un pago is union La Unión Patriótica de Cuba, which is an
Mhm.
organization based in the east of our country, led by one of our best Cuban. I feel like I want to cry when I talk to this man,
Mhm. Mhm.
Jose Daniel Ferrer. They are killing him in Cuba right now in jail.
Wow.
That's what they're doing with Jose Daniel Ferrer, the leader of this organization. He's been 2 years in jail for protesting on the 11th of July 2021.
Mhm.
The 11J means the 11th of July 2021,
Mhm.
which is when the protest started in Cuba. And the 27th and mean 27th of November, which when a group of artists in Cuba decide to sit down and try to have a dialogue, like a peaceful dialogue with our Minister of Culture.
Mhm.
And they were in prison, they were lied to, they were in prison, they were kept hostage in their homes, and some of them were forced to exile our island, which has become a
Mm.
trend now. They are exiling us. This exodus, most of it is they kicking us out of our country.
Mm.
That's what they are doing. This one
Mm.
is saying Cayman, SOS Cuba, no travel to Cuba. It is very important for Cayman
Mhm.
people, for the foreigners that live here,
Mhm.
not to go there. I know that they think I know it's a beautiful country. I know it's like a trip to a past when you go there because everything is so frozen in time. You know, it could be romantic at time if you want to.
Mhm.
But when you go there and you stay in those 5-star hotel, 4-star hotels, you are supporting this government that is killing our people.
Mhm.
And it's very important for people to see that is this is what's happening. We are funding them, and that's why we can overtake them.
Mhm. Does the tourism dollar help the Cuban people though? Because some people
No,
say, maybe the
Sandra,
situation would
no,
be worse.
no, no,
Okay.
it doesn't. It doesn't. This one is saying freedom to a political prisoner. I mean, we are pretty much right now the country with the largest political prisoners in the world.
Mm.
And if the people outside are going through a hardship, imagine the people in jail. Just all of a sudden, these strong men go in there and they just felt sick and everything. Every time you hear their mothers talking, it's just everybody getting sick and sicker and sicker. And we don't know what is going on in this prison that these people just can't get well the minute they
Mm.
step in it.
Mhm.
This one is basically telling the people of Cuba to take on the street the only way
Mhm.
that is the only way that we are going to overturn this government if the people, if we have like a national strike, if we have like a national strike, if everybody gets get on the street one time and done, it's over. But it's been 63 years of been 63 years of oppression, repression. We scared, we
Mhm.
scared, and we have a lot of way to go, but we will get there eventually. And this is
Mhm.
just one of the baby steps that we are taking.
Mhm. Mhm.
This one is saying
Wow.
basically, you know, no more dictatorship and motherland and life again. This one is saying freedom for Cuba. This one is saying SOS Cuba because we are having the biggest health crisis. They are saying that we have this top of the I mean elite health service. That's a lie. It is maybe for the tourists that are going there to pay for it, but for the common Cuban, we couldn't even handle the COVID pandemic.
Mhm.
Our people were dying right, left, center. Our children are dying from dengue today. Something
Mhm.
unheard of in the rest of the world. We are dying from dengue, from yellow fever, for chikungunya, for you name it.
Mhm.
because they cannot even spray for mosquito. I mean, that is a failed state. They need to go.
Mhm.
And we
Mhm.
are here telling the council, that the Jamaican council, to stop the communist brainwashing. We don't want to listen to him no more. Enough. Enough.
Mhm. So, some people are asking, if the right place for this isn't in Cuba, in terms of protesting. But of course, your people have been protesting in Cuba, but there they get arrested, they get put in jail, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As a Cuban community, like, we have a diverse group here of Cuban. We have Caymanians, descendant of Caymanians. We have people here that have asylum. We have asylum seekers, etc.
Hmm.
As the Cuban community representing the Cuban, we felt provoked by their message saying they wanted to meet with us. This is why we are here peacefully protesting. We are not troubling anybody. We are not chanting. We are not screaming. We are not disturbing anything. We're just standing here, and I am the one talking the louder because I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
But we are here quietly. We
Hmm.
were hoping that if anybody decided to meet them, they would drive past our signs and read
Hmm.
them to see that we are here opposing that. We are the opposition here. Whoever wanted to meet with them was free to do so. Nobody was going to say anything. But it was just going
Hmm.
to be a drive of shame into Mr. McKeeva Bush house. That's what we wanted to
Hmm.
happen. A drive of shame. Go right ahead and sit with them. Have them sit in your table, drink and eat with them. That's fine. But we are here to show you and to remind you that we have no freedom, that
Hmm.
our island has collapsed, that we have prisoners, political prisoners, that we are not free, that they are violating all our rights. We are here to show you to show you that, to remind you of that. That's
Hmm.
what we wanted to do. This is why we are here today.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
because our people are on the street in Cuba today, everywhere, our island is on a power outage. That is not power. Every night in
Hmm.
Cuba, the people are on the street protesting because they have no light. They have
Wow.
no way to cook. Their food gets spoiled because they have no light. So we are
Very
here
sad.
supporting them, and we are here also supporting them out of all these people that are in jail today.
Hmm. Wow. And of course, I think the point that a lot of people might be missing is if the Cuban government was able to get their act together, we would have less Cubans wanting to come here because there wouldn't be this continuous mass exodus of Cubans leaving Cuba.
Exactly. And like I said, they blame it on the embargo. There is three things came on that would have that embargo lift. Free our political prisoners, free
Mhm.
press, and free elections. That is all it takes. The American has said it, all the American president has said, we will leave this embargo if you held free elections, you held and you allow the free press in, and you free your political prisoners. That's all it takes.
Mhm.
If they really, really cared about us, they would do that.
Mhm.
What are they are afraid of?
Mhm.
It is simple. It will save all this trouble, and it will save these people. It will save our people, and will stop these people from coming. We are here also for all the people that die trying to get here.
Mhm. Mhm. Wow. Um, it's very, very sad. So as a result of your movements today, I understand that the meeting hasn't
Has been
occurred
canceled.
again. It's been canceled.
Yes, and that to me is a victory. Well
Yeah.
done. Yes,
Hmm.
well done. That's a victory. That's one of the things that I wanted most of anything. For them to know that we're not happy anymore. That's it. It's over.
Hmm. 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 Wow.
It's over.
Yeah.
Makiba just drive by and said he would kick us out of Cayman. I want to
Oh,
say
he
that.
said he'll kick you out.
I want to say that. I want to say that.
Oh my
Ay,
gosh.
ay, ay.
What a mess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's quite sad.
Very.
So how long are these people going to be in Cayman for? Do you know?
They are gonna be here till the 8th.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 more days.
2 more days. I see.
We
Hmm.
want to remind the government of the Cayman Islands. Look at the new criminal law that was passed the 1st of December, please, before we not make any decision, before we not make any agreement with this man. Make sure that you look at that, look at how unfair and how dangerous it is, and then base your decision on that. Just look at
Hmm.
what they are doing, what they have plans for us in 2023, and base your decision on that.
Hmm.
Because those people don't represent us. They just want to stay in. They just power hungry, and they want to stay in power no matter what, because they are not in any heartache. In any heartache, we are only the people. The people in
Hmm.
power, they are living their best life, and they are more capitalist than anybody.
Hmm. 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 It's very sad, and I
It
think
is.
a lot of people don't necessarily understand fully what's happening in Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe this will highlight that a bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe some good will come of it. Well,
Hopefully.
thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Sandra. Thank you for giving me a voice today. I really,
Yes,
really
and
appreciate you.
yes. And thank you so much again. We've got a number of people, over 140 people tuned in watching, and we know that
Wow.
thousands more will see this afterwards.
Okay.
So, just
Yeah.
recap again for people who might have joined late what
Okay.
the point of the protest is and what you're hoping to accomplish.
The point of this protest is we are protesting again of representative of the Castro Canel regime that arrived came on today.
Hmm.
They claim say they come here for work, but they also sent a message to the Cuban community saying that they wanted to meet with us to dialogue and to answer some questions. We are here protesting against that meeting. That meeting was scheduled to happen today at 6:30 at Mr. McKeeva Bush residence. So we standing here in front of his road um, to make sure that whoever drive by will see that we are here protesting against that. These people from the government, from the Cuban representative of the Castro Canel regime, are not representing us. They don't represent our people here. So I don't know what they want to meet us for. I don't know what they have to say. We don't really care because, like I was telling you earlier, if you cannot even provide the most basic dignity for the Cuban people, electricity, food, clean water, what do you have to teach me? What are you here to preach? We don't have to listen to you. There is nothing. There is nothing that we can learn from them right now.
Hmm.
Absolutely nothing. They just need to go with the communist speech somewhere else. We don't need them. We don't want to listen to them. It's enough.
Hmm.
We also here for the people that are seeking asylum. We need to protect them. These people have applications and real application and real problems that they face in Cuba, life threat situations, and yet we are allowing these people that represent the regime to walk freely in Cayman. They need to be supervised because we have those people here that came here fleeing from them. We cannot allow these people to walk up and down freely.
Hmm.
That is not fair to them.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's enough.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate the information. And, folks, the struggle, some people are saying, why not protest inside of Cuba? I think she said that that's happening as well. But obviously, people don't have the same rights in Cuba. So the ones who are protesting are being sent to jail or taken to jail. And so, Cubans on the outside are also fighting the cause and joining the fight, I should say, and protesting where they can as well. So it's a sign of solidarity between, all Cubans. And I certainly understand and appreciate the concept. And I think for those of us who've never lived in an oppressed state, we have no idea really
What it's
what it's
like.
like. Yeah, we really don't. And so, it's definitely easy to criticize. I think a lot of people sometimes don't like the way things happen here with some of the Cuban nationals, but not all of them represent, or the ones who you see acting a particular way. They don't necessarily represent the majority, but of course they make everybody look bad, right?
Yep.
So, maybe there just needs to be more dialogue on that front as well. But we certainly appreciate the feedback, and we wish you all the best,
Thank you.
and good luck with everything, really.
We win already. The meeting was canceled. Yay.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
power to us. Yes. Better must
All right,
come.
my
Thank
dear,
you.
and good luck. Good luck to you, and definitely keep us
Thank you.
updated. Okay. Have a good night.
Yes, ma'am. Same to you. Thank you very much. I
Okay.
really appreciate it. Thanks.
Yes. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.